ELP decided to break up end of 78, 79. So we had been together roughly 8.5 years. We'd made a lot of albums, we'd toured a lot. We hadn't really sort of started families except for Keith. So we wanted some time. Anyway, the time off kind of turned into 10 years plus. We didn't fall out, no fights, no nothing like that. It just ended. And what happened was, it was kind of a long time before we got back together. But in that period of the 10 years, I moved to Spain in 74. I no longer live there now, but I lived in Spain for about 23 years in the Canary Islands, which is off the coast of Africa. I lived there for a long time. And it was in that period I decided to build a house. And this was like 79, 80. I had a call from a chap called Brian Lane, who was the manager of the group Yes. He said, would I be interested in playing with John Wetton? Well, John Wetton has been a long-time friend of mine since, you know, I think we've known each other like 43 years or something silly, you know. And I said, yeah, of course I would be. He said, well, this is the story. We've got Steve Howe, who's interested in playing. We're just looking for a keyboard player. So the three of us got together, Steve, John, myself, we played. It was great. But we realised we needed a keyboard player. I would have been happy to stay as a trio, but I realised that this was a different musical concept. It was more sort of this kind of rock songs, a little bit poppy, and keyboards at the time had the most technology being developed for them than guitar. So you had all these beautiful lushy sounds and things, sequences and whatever. So we had to look for a keyboard player, and I went along with it. The second or third rehearsal we had with Aisha was in a studio in the centre of London, and down the hallway was Trevor Horn and Jeff Downes, known as the Buggles, trying to get another sort of Video Killed the Radio Star hit. And we heard the keyboards coming out, and Steve said, I know this guy because he played on the album called Drama. Yes. So I said, oh yes, I came to Madison Square Gardens to see him. Oh, it's Jeff Downes, let's go and see him. Walked down the corridor and said, after rehearsals, fancy a drink in the pub? I'll be there. And that was it.